Hi Libra, welcome to your reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising Venus. When I recorded Capricorn's reading, the camera was like this, so I'm hoping your reading doesn't end up like Capricorn's reading, where it's like just the orientation is kind of wrong. So I was meditating on these cards that you got here, which is why I do tend to skip the intro as well, so I don't forget what I want to say. Okay, let me start from the start. I was meditating on these cards since I prefer meditating off camera, because when I'm on camera and looking at these cards, I do feel rushed to say what I'm seeing or to say what I'm getting. Also, I do kind of have a headache, so I may be a bit scatterbrained, although I feel like either way I'm typically kind of scatterbrained, or lost for words, often get lost for words. So I don't want to forget everything like I got while meditating. So I'm trying to remember it as I speak. Um, which is why I do take breaks sometimes just to remember and gather my thoughts. Okay, so Queen of Swords, Four of Cups, Knight of Swords, Six of Wands. This is a end of year kind of ish reading, I guess. What might happen before the end of 2020? So what might happen before 2021? This is more of a what, not exactly, it's not a what if, but since this is a general reading, one message could be for you, meanwhile two messages are for someone else. So not every message might be for you, and it could be that many of the messages are for you. Depends on you. um so just to keep that in mind while the reading goes on. With the Queen of Wands and the Four of Cups, I feel like this is a really interesting pair. So Queen of Wands, oh no, what am I saying? Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords is clarifying the Four of Cups, then Six of Wands clarifying the Knight of Swords. So Queen and Knight. So with the Queen of Swords and Four of Cups, kind of interesting because this Queen, okay, I literally just realized that there's a cup imprisoned under her sort of cushion. Like even in Virgo's reading, I literally just realized that the Page of Swords is walking across a sword. So interesting how meditating on a card can help you realize certain things. But with this Swords energy here, trying to remember what I have to say. Okay, so this could be you before the end of the year locking up your emotions, maybe locking up your sensitivity. This is a cup being locked up, being ignored, being put to the side. Could be you ignoring your intuition, ignoring your feminine side. It could be because cups, that is actually feminine energy, I believe. With it's like Empress energy. Or no, more like High Priestess energy actually. That's it, High Priestess energy. So it could be you maybe locking up your more feminine side or locking up your sensitive side, but locking something up to do with the cups. So by locking up, I do mean like ignoring or not addressing. So you do have that sense here as well. She's ignoring the cup here too. She locked it up. But another way I did see this that is that this could be more like a past energy where this cup was locked up and now it's empty. So it could be that as well. Um, So it could also be you before the end of this year coming to a conclusion or a judgment. So this Queen of Swords is about truth as well. Coming to a conclusion or judgment or making a decision without addressing the cups side of yourself. So your intuition, your emotions, or maybe even meditating. Or not addressing and without taking into consideration the other person's feelings as well. So it could be you saying stuff. Now swords can be someone that does say things that do upset other people. So before the end of this year, it could be you saying something to upset someone else, without considering their feelings. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If nothing resonates, that is completely fine. You could ignore the whole reading. Or it could be you rejecting someone with the Four of Cups. So either you maybe saying something that's a bit blunt, sword blunt, or hurting someone's feelings, or rejecting someone, or coming to a decision without taking into account your emotions, your intuition, or their emotions, their circumstances, without being empathetic. Since the Queen of Swords isn't really an empathetic type of card, that's more the Queen of Cups is more empathetic, and King of Cups. Um, so yeah, there's this also an essence of independence. So it could be before the end of this year, you may be wanting to spend time alone. And I am seeing this more as a decision maybe you make by yourself. It could be that you're bored alone or you're bored of how things are. With this Four of Cups here. So there's this feeling of being bored. With the Queen of Swords here, there's this feeling of loving the independence or preferring independence. So you could be maybe it could be you breaking up with someone. Could be for some of you, not all of you. This could be you trying to offer someone else something. So it could be someone maybe not acknowledging what you're trying to say or what you're trying to do, or someone not acknowledging your feelings. I do typically see like hands like this as either other people or the universe. So the universe offering you something. And this is like rainbow coming from the cup, and like I feel like our world is a bit more bleak, and it's like the universe is trying to offer this opportunity. For some of you, maybe there's an opportunity coming along. For some of you, it's more of something happens where you're gonna have to rely less on your emotions. So that's more the message for some of you. Where you so for some of you, it's more about looking to your emotions. For some of you, it's more about not looking to your emotions and using your mind and meditating, being clear-minded while you're making this choice. So having a clear mind, clarity, and taking into consideration the facts of things. So not rushing to a conclusion. And for some of you, is that you may be rushing into something without planning ahead. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I know there's a bit of like polarity, I guess, going on. But since this is a general reading, um, and I didn't really want to get like a clarifier for the clarifier, since like I don't know, I don't think like I don't know, it'd be kind of weird to keep getting clarifiers for clarifiers for clarifiers. Um, so yeah, with this Knight of Swords, I would say it's someone rushing into something without planning ahead. There's this for some of you, something may happen where it's what's that word? Adrenaline. It sends adrenaline through your body, basically. Something that's very adrenaline creating happens. Um, that gives you a rush. Something which gives you a rush happens. Maybe some of you actually buy a motorbike or go for or yeah, buy a motorbike. Maybe like for the first time, go like ride on a motorbike. For some of you, not for all of you, and for some of you, it's more about your state of mind. Maybe whizzing through ideas, for example. Or that's more like Page of Swords. With this Knight of Swords, it's more like rushing into something. I feel I'm seeing with this, especially with the motorbike, going somewhere without planning ahead, just going forward. And when I first meditated on this card, or genuinely just meditated on this card. But when I first saw this card, I was thinking more running away from something, especially with this Four of Cups, avoiding something, running away from something, maybe running away from a situation, maybe running away from boredom, and running into something more exciting. So running away from boredom into something more exciting. For some of you, it's more about setting boundaries. There is like this boundary created by the rainbow as well. So for some of you, it's more about setting boundaries, especially with this Six of Wands. There's a stage separating her from the people. So for some of you, it's more about so for some of you, you may be getting recognition or attention. Maybe offers. You'll be receiving lots of offers. Could be love offers. Maybe for some of you, prefer being single. You prefer being alone. That could be as well. This Queen of Swords energy. For some of you, the people that are coming towards you don't have what you want or are not who you want or aren't your type, or maybe the offer they're making, because it doesn't have to be a romantic offer. It could be something else. It could be like a business offer, a job offer. It could be anything. But whatever offer it is, or whoever's making this offer, you're not really liking it. For some of you, and for others of you, you do like the attention. There's this like feeling of enjoying the attention, or enjoying or loving all these all this recognition. So you may be getting recognized. Maybe it's like getting views or something on something, or what's the word? Simply being recognized and acknowledged for the work you put into something. So the light shining on you. For some of you, you enjoy the attention. For some of you, you're bored of something. Like it could be an event, could be a relationship, could be life itself. You know, when you have those moments when like you're just bored and you don't know what to do, could be that. So then you rush ahead into something more fun. Could be like again, as I said, it could be one message is for you and then 5 messages is for someone else. 5 messages are for someone else. For some of you, it's more about could be more about your view on life, because there is this aspect of like looking. This person's looking forward, looking ahead. This person's looking away. This woman also is looking away, but into the future. So for some of you, it's about looking how you view the world changing. Again here, this woman here being recognized, being seen. That could be what this person is running towards. For some of you, it could be like and I thought like celebrity status, but I'm not sure. Like I don't know. I'm not too sure about that. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that there so I don't go too into it. You do have the Knight of Wands here. So again, there's this sense of like passion and enjoyment. So this is like very opposite card. So that's why I say like there are some. I know I'm giving like opposite messages in this reading sometimes. Because especially with the this card here, for some of you to look to your emotions, or for some of you to ignore your emotions. Well, not ignore, but focus less on your emotions. I know those are like opposite messages. But I don't know how to like clarify it even more. So Four of Cups for some. So it's this card is about. Again, I did give a few messages, and I don't want to like override what I've already said before I'm gonna say again. So do bear in mind everything I've said. And like just bear all those everything I've said in mind and pick out which one you feel is more catered to you or is more a message for you. So for others of you, it's an opportunity being given that could lead to more fun and opportunity and passion or something else, and you taking it. So for some of you, it's that you actually do take this cup. So passion. How was I gonna say passion? Party. I do this as like partying, just playing music really loudly and dancing and having fun. So different energies being felt before the end of this year. It could be that one day you feel this, another day you feel this, another day this happens, another day this happens. It could be that. They have the Page of Pentacles, and then the Five of Cups. So looking at looking back at the past and regret. So I did say look at your view on life changing. So for some of you, you may be looking back at the past. For some of you, you may be looking more into the future. But for there's something that's being missed, something that's not being noticed as well. It could be maybe you do something and you're not noticing, or you're not realizing that you're not taking everything into account. Not sure how else to put that though. Not sure how else to put that. I'm trying to like I can't say that, enunciate my words more so it makes it's more easy to understand what I'm saying. So Page of Pentacles being grounded. I also see this as like growth, balance, manifestations. I think usually this is like a beginner or studying something in like my other deck. In my other deck, this one was upside down. So usually it's more someone who's studying. So your Five of Cups, regret, looking back at something with sorrow and not seeing that, not seeing what you have, looking at what you don't have and not noticing what you do have. So these three cards. So yeah, looking back at the past for some of you, maybe what you may be doing. For some of you, is more about your mentality. So this independent, there's lots of swords energy here. So lots of mental energy, like your mentality, your mind, and your communication. So mind and communication, and how you transform your ideas into reality, which is what the Page of Pentacles may be talking about. How you transfer your ideas, your mentality into reality, into the physical realm. King of Wands, so again this passion, could be again an offer from someone, or it could be an offer of fun, someone offering you fun and excitement with the Knight with the King and Knight. You have the Queen and Knight and the King and Knight, which is interesting. Two knights, a king and a queen. I don't want to make this too long, and I'm becoming even more lost for words. So I guess going deeper into your mental states, like I do see it sometimes as meditating, a new way of thinking, learning something new that changes your mindset, expanding your mind, being more technological and less emotional as well, looking more at the numbers, at the facts, so those sort of things. So a few different readings, a few different interpretations. I don't want to go over them too many times. But thank you for watching. I'm going to stop there. Hopefully this resonated. I did trip over my words a few times. Sorry if you can understand me properly. I'm trying to enunciate what I'm saying. I do notice sometimes I do like the words just bleed into each other. That I say. So hopefully you can understand me properly. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you'd like to, you can like, share, comment, or subscribe.